We now have 8 LS430s. 8! So our goal is to have 5 to 10 on hand at all time. This one just came. It's an ML, silver, black interior. This is still that one owner, 2004, that nobody's interested in. I have no idea why. This one's literally the best one out of all. Here's our Emerald Mica ML. We have the Flint Mica UL. And funny story, this one showed up with the same wheels as the one owner one. So these are MB wheels. A lot of people are asking about these. I mean, they look all right. I prefer stock, but these are 17s, so they match, you know, the original. They're not too crazy. And that's about it. So this video, we're just gonna kind of show everything we have. I want to hear, what do you guys want to see me do? What videos do you want to see on this stuff? I mean, I'm putting up stuff as I get it, problems as I get it. Well, it's kind of interesting. The silvers on these are a little bit different. I thought they're the same, Mercury Metallic, I think, but I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong, because those look kind of different. Anyways, we also have this. We have a T100. This is a 98, super special. It's a last year. Almost no rust. I mean, there's some stuff here, but underneath it's like really good, really good. So this one, I'm gonna do a timing belt on the 5VZ, 3-4 liter V6, some other stuff. So that video will be coming. This one we talked about in a prior video. The front shocks are bad. I think I'm just gonna replace them with the cheap ones, like 300 bucks for the 2 air shocks from China. I know, but it'll give us a good chance to install them and kind of review them, compare them to factory, because I don't have the customers that'll be like, hey, I want this, make sure to put OEM shocks up front, I'll buy the car. We're just not at that point yet. So someday we will be, but for now, the majority of people that are interested in these cars are like, does the suspension work? Yes or no. They don't care if it's factory or not. So that's kind of where we're at. Aside from the T100, we just got this awesome 100 series Land Cruiser. This is a 2007, so final year, black exterior and dark gray interior. So this one's really nice. I still got to clean it. Like, I haven't done anything with these new ones. We've also got this 100 series. This is a 2005 LX. Again, no rust. This one was from Arizona and Alaska. It shared its time. So higher mileage. This one has 300K, but we're gonna let it go for cheap. I like the color a lot, and it's got the dark interior again. So yes, things are progressing here. I will also give you a quick snapshot here of the next project. That's all I'm gonna show you. Then we have this. This is a 2004 LS430, obviously. Ultra. Unfortunately, has the tan interior, but you're never going to find one with black, especially in an Ultra. This one has not ran since mid-2024. I'm kind of scared. I'm actually really scared to even try to start it or see what's going on with it, because my worst fear is that the timing belt snapped or the engine's bad or something, so I'm kind of hesitant to even crank it over. Best case, it does crank over, it doesn't start, could be the fuel pump. Second best situation is the starter is bad, it just clicks, then that's even better, but we'll do that in this video. At the end of the video, we will try to start this and figure out what's wrong with it. But pretty dirty inside, nothing that can't be cleaned up, but again, it's an Ultra. You know, it's nice overall, rust-free too, so it's from the South. And then we have this one. We also got this one in. This is another 2004. This is a CL, so it's got the headlight washers. This is the reason I got it, was basically that was it. It's the CL headlight washers. It's got the double pane glass. It should have soft closed doors. Yes, soft closed doors. Black interior, but you know, this is ripped. Passenger seat's not great. There's stuff everywhere. It doesn't smell bad. There's no smoke or anything like that. And it's half taken apart. So what I was thinking is, you know, the rear seats are good. Double pane glass. So if I want to swap this glass to my ML, I can do that. You can swap the glass. So one of the things we're doing is working on customizing 430s. So let's say you want a black one with whatever, or if you want a white one with a black interior, or you want an ML with double pane glass, or an Ultra with factory coil suspension. That's kind of where we're getting on this. I wouldn't say this is a parts car. It should start, but we have problems. So it came with the key. The key works. The other problem with this is it has bubble dash because it's from the south. So the dash is pretty much shot. We can either replace it or I don't know. It's got a PGW windshield. So it was replaced. It's a good quality windshield. But like I said, somebody tried to diagnose this thing, I guess. Looking at the history, it says that Lexus had it and they couldn't really figure it out. So it just basically went to auction in this form. So what we got here is the smart key system. And if you put the key in, nothing happens. Like, it's just not good. However, you can bypass it and turn this little thingamajigger ignition switch. I had something that did this. Let me look. Oh yeah, the mirrors are bad. Motors in the mirrors are bad. So if you take a screwdriver here, turn it in this ignition. I actually haven't tried starting this one either. You get a steering lock, CBL failure. So everything turns on this way. Battery's pretty dead. 270K, which I kind of knew. So the steering doesn't steer. It's locked straight. The steering doesn't unlock. And I don't know if it's we'll have to scan it and see. But I don't know if the key just has to be reprogrammed to this and initialized or whatever and reseated, and that could do it. But I do want to try to start this. So I'm going to hook up the charger and see if it cranks at least or starts. But that's it on this. You know, we just got to put everything back together. And apparently there's some like 100 amp fuse that's blown in the fuse box, according to Lexus. I don't know. We'll have to see. But let me hook up a charger to this, at least see what we got, if it cranks and all that. Because I got to get this out of the garage sooner rather than later. So step 1, crank it over. Step 2, plug in Techstream, see what it says. You know, is the steering lock ECU bad, or the smart key thing, or I don't know. This thing like unlocks it, so we'll have to start there. All right, so we got the 40 amp jump charger on there. Oh, well, there we go. So that's good. She starts, sounds great. Yeah, 270K. This was fairly well maintained by the dealer. That's kind of why I got it, in addition to, like I said, CL package. It's got some good parts, and as long as we can get this steering unlocked, we're good to go. We can move this out of the garage. We will now move on to what I'm dreading, is trying to start this, hook up a charger. You know, sight unseen. This is just how we got it. And we'll see what happens. At the end of the video too, I'll run Techstream on this one just so we know what kind of codes are in there, and then I'll help you diagnose, you know, what it says to what we need to do, basically. So here we go. And by the way, we need hood struts, and we need more hood struts. Super common, like almost everyone has this problem. First, I want to see, let's just make sure it has oil. Okay, it does. It looks good. So that at least tells us it didn't run out of oil. There's no holes in the oil pan, blah, blah, blah. So that looks good. Next, I'll stick this charger on the battery. So it appears the battery is so dead, it won't even charge. Stick the good old glue on here, see if this does anything. Ooh. Okay, that's not good. Yeah, this is literally not doing anything. Okay, let's try this again. Boost. Go in. Cross our fingers. Keys in. Ooh. Okay, so we've got the amp sounds bad. That noise was the amp. The mirrors are bad. But it cranks. So the starter's good. And it sounds like it has compression, so the timing belt's not damaged. This is the best case scenario, guys. I think it's just the fuel pump. There's actually a TSB on the 2004 LS430. Same as that first video a couple months ago I had under here. There's a fuel pump. I think that's what it is. And if it is, we are in business. So we will leave this for another day. What I can do again is hook up Techstream, try the fuel pump relay, see if we hear any noise. And if we don't, we need a new fuel pump and we're good to go. This one, like I said, it's pretty dirty. It's very dirty, actually. Look at these seat belts, the seats. This is gonna take a good 8 hours of cleaning, but we can get it clean. With the steam cleaner, this is gonna look pretty much brand new. We're gonna power up the car. Another video, so you gotta wait, obviously, but steering wheel's cracking, but it's not too bad. What's the mileage on this one? Okay, mileage, we've got 208. 208K on an Ultra. So not bad, not bad. Key's stuck for some reason. Oh, it's not in park. All right, so hopefully the air suspension holds some air at least. I mean, after a year and a half, it's not uncommon for this to air down and look like this. But a good interior cleaning and nice polish. This is gonna be a solid car, guys. So first step here, we gotta pull this rear seat. There's tabs here, you just lift up and it pops out. That'll give us access to the fuel pump. All right, and as you can see right here is the fuel pump. We probably could have left the seat on, but this will give us a little bit better hearing to hear if the fuel pump is turning on or not. So I'm gonna have to swap out the battery because we need to have the car on long enough for Techstream to connect to it without the booster pack shutting off. So I'm gonna find a battery, stick it in here, and then go from there. All right, so here we go. We're in our active test of the engine. Control the fuel pump. Nothing. I can hear the relay clicking in the engine bay. If we take a gander down here, off, on, got nothing. I am thrilled. This is awesome. It's funny too because when you log into Techstream, it will automatically detect the VIN, and on this one it didn't. So what that tells me is they tried to replace the ECU, didn't program the VIN to it, and they thought it was the ECU causing it to not start. That's my guess, at least, their diagnostic process. But we're going to do a system scan here. What this is going to do, it's going to scan every system in the car, see if there are any DTCs, errors, problems elsewhere, just so we know. So we can order parts, get ahead of the game. Again, it's not saying if once we get this running, it's not going to have bad O2 sensor or other sensor, whatever, but at this point in time, it's going to give us a good picture as to what we're looking at. So there's a DTC for the gateway here, I see. We'll pull that up when it's done. Everything else looks okay. So the only code in here we got is airbag ECU communication stop, which is not current. That could just mean the battery thing or whatever. So we'll get a fuel pump order for this, and hopefully it'll start. It'll be in a future video, like I said. Let's move on to the black one, just scan it and see what kind of codes we're getting on it. Alrighty, so we've got B2799MO. This also, so this code pops up if you just put in a used ECU and you don't program the VIN, or the VIN doesn't match in the ECU. So that won't prevent it to start. That's not a big deal. We can fix that. That's all fairly normal. That bottom damper is just a past one, so we're not too concerned about that. Steering lock. So here is our problem. We've got 2776, 2778, 2780, and open a knee airbag driver side. That's because it's just disconnected. Obviously, everything's taken apart. Gateway, it's a history one. Communication, just probably because things are unplugged. It's not a current. Key unlock warning switch, that is current. 2602, we'll have to look into that. Headlight switch, that's a past one. And other than that, we're looking good. So our problem obviously is something related to either the lock ECU mechanism, the motor, this thing, something, or like things are just unplugged. I mean, that's the ignition switch here, so that kind of pops in there. So we'll have to do some research to see the process and the steps to fix this. So we'll go to TIS, Toyota System, and look up these codes, and it's going to tell us exactly the procedure to follow to determine what the problem is, what to replace. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. I have some other videos I took a few weeks back. I might like interlace them into this video. I don't even remember what it was. It was just on some LS stuff, but now you've got the forecast, you know what's coming. We've got a ton of content to do on all this stuff. And then the new project, obviously, we'll do a video on that. But things are looking good here. We've got plenty of LSs to go around. We can get anything you want, obviously. And that's all I got for now. So take care. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let's get to 20,000 subscribers. We're so close. Let's just do it on this video. Thanks, take care.